Hi guys, it's Mark Zickrey, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zickrey, author of The Twilight Zone Companion. And I am here to give you another Twilight Zone Minute. We've been filming Space Command today, and if you want to check out Space Command, subscribe to Mr. Sci-Fi on YouTube, and you'll get to see all sorts of great stuff that we've been shooting. But in the meantime, I'm doing a Twilight Zone campaign to do the remaining Twilight Zone commentaries that I haven't done on the Blu-ray that I produced of Twilight Zone. I did 52 commentaries on that Blu-ray. I'm going to do the remaining 104, and you can go to twilightzonecommentary.com to check it out and put in your name and possibly win a signed copy of the Twilight Zone Companion and lots of other stuff. So now, for the Twilight Zone Minute, we are going to talk right now about perhaps it's the best loved, perhaps the best remembered episode of the Twilight Zone, Time Enough at Last, which is the episode that stars Burgess Meredith as a bookworm who hides in the bank vault where he works to read on his lunch hour because no one will let him read, and as a result he survives World War III and is the last man on Earth. Now, first of all, we've been mentioning that Twilight Zone in the early episodes was sort of doing all the tropes of science fiction, the major tropes: time travel, space travel, alien beings, robots, etc. And so for this one, they did The Last Man on Earth. Now, Twilight Zone debuted in 1959, and this was a first season episode, and everyone in America lived under the shadow of the possibility of nuclear annihilation. The Cold War was on. America had a ton of missiles with nuclear warheads, so did Russia, and it seemed to be getting worse, not better. So, there was a writer named Evelyn Venable, and she had a short story published that was the germ of this story. And Rod bought it, and he adapted the script, but he brought his great heart to it, where it was about a little guy, a bookworm. He loves to read. He's married to a wife who does not share his enthusiasm, who is actively antagonistic toward him, and a boss that is actively antagonistic to him. And it stars Burgess Meredith, who was brilliant in Of Mice and Men, who would go on to become Rocky's trainer in the Rocky movies, and the Penguin on TV's Batman, one of the great character actors of all time. And here he's playing a little sheepish man who wears thick glasses and has a little shy mustache. Ultimately, Burgess Meredith would star in 4 Twilight Zone episodes, the others being Printer's Devil, Mr. Dingle the Strong, and one other, The Obsolete Man, and he was great in everything he did. So what's really phenomenal about this episode is how well it creates the impression of nuclear Armageddon, with just a back-draped cyc of red skies that you can't see in the black and white, but there were color photographs taken on the set, which you can go online to find. And also, it uses these wonderful steps as the steps of a blasted away library that were on the back lot of Metro. They had done a movie about the Roman Empire and matted in a building with these steps for their actors to climb. And then later that staircase was used in The Time Machine, which was shot around this time, around 1960. And you can see those same steps in that movie as well. But Burgess Meredith is terrific. He had great fondness for Rod Serling. He had great fondness for this episode when I interviewed him at his home in the Malibu colony on the beach. And it's really a really lovely episode in every way. It's it has a very sad ending. I won't spoil it for you, but it is a very sad ending, but it is sort of the inevitable ending. And Burgess Meredith, as Henry Bemis, wears these thick glasses, and Burgess Meredith told me that in the close-ups it would be these prescription lenses that he couldn't see anything through, and then in the wide shots it would be just clear glass that was not prescription. So that's it for now. That's all for this Twilight Zone Minute, but for more, go to twilightzonecommentary.com and watch The Twilight Zone. It's a great show. I cannot praise it enough. And John Brahm directed this. He was an old German guy, an old German director, who directed a lot of Twilight Zone episodes. And he told me that when he was back directing theater along with the guys like Max Reinhardt in pre-World War II Germany, a young actor would come looking for work, looking for roles, and he was just this young guy who hung around them, and that was Peter Lorre. So all these wonderful stories from the wonderful golden age of Hollywood and world cinema. So that's it. Talk to you soon. Bye.